when I think about it, didn't they talk about something else also? But Medina or something like I'm not entirely sure about what they are talking about. Hello.
This is a weapons-free zone. To enter, you must submit to a deactivation procedure. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock bytecodes to freeze all your weapons on or in your person. When you leave, sensors will reactivate everything you've got.
And apparently you have to not be able to move your mouth to get in.
Okay.
You failed.
Thanks, you're clear to enter now.
WTO indifference to non-night pollution is the reason for the plague that has decimated the village. If you and Billy can help the locals, maybe you can win their trust and get some information on Dr. Nassif.
What's wrong with that? Oh, it pulled that one again on me. Hate it when it does that. Ooh. Nope. Fuck off. Sorry everyone, I'm just looting your entire place. Hope you don't mind. Well, of course they don't. Infirmary. They don't look like they're laying very well. Actually, they actually look more dead.
Maybe if they knew that I'm sick, they'd let me in.
I wish it could be that way, baby.
I guess I just wasn't smart enough.
Nonsense.
Why won't they at least let us in the city?
The air's not so bad inside the mosque. You'll start to feel better. Just get some rest and forget about Tarsus. It's a very selective program. What?
I don't mean to interrupt.
You startled me there. I guess I'm a little preoccupied.
What's wrong?
Well, it's my daughter, Mina. Look at her.
Oh, it's okay, Mom. I'll get better.
Ever since she didn't get into the Tarsus Academy, her infection has been getting worse. She should be up on level 107 right now, in her own dorm room, studying and breathing filtered air. She's always been such a good student.
I wish there was something I could do.
That's very kind. But unless you're on the admissions committee at the academy, or unless you're someone who can hack in and put Mina Amir on the acceptance list, there's not really much to do except wait and pray.
Really, Mom, I'll be fine.
Some of us still worship the old gods, despite everything that's happened.
She went into Tarsus, huh? I'll see what I can do.
Well, I can help you. I can't hack.
Stop goofing around and move along already.
Relax. Jeez. What's your problem, man?
You look fine to me.
I am fine.
Anything I can do to help?
Just stay out of the way. Too many patients. No time for chit-chat.
Just two.
As you wish. I'm looking for someone named Billy Adams. I heard she's in this mosque.
The woman from Seattle, yes. Where are you from? You Cairo? Why come here? The air in the Medina is polluted.
Is it that serious?
Just take a look outside. It's nanite dust these people breathe, from nanite swell 11. Particles like little insects, unaffected by the wind. Probably a leak from a pre-collapsed laboratory that's been forgotten for 2 decades. These poor people.
Yes, these poor sleeping people which you haven't even moved. You bastard.
Medical equipment on board. Fragile.
Well, you're not that fragile, so stop complaining.
Maybe it is a judgment on us.
I'm here to see a doctor and nobody else. Don't bother me about my beliefs.
Then why am I sick? I exercise, eat right. I always wear my breather when I'm out in the Medina.
But when did you start using it? Only after years of breathing this air, just like me. We didn't know any better. Then by the time they start getting the word out, we were already sick.
Sometimes I don't know how long I can keep fighting this.
Well, they don't have anything interesting to say.
Oh.
No, stop whining. You'll get your cure soon enough. What's with all the medkits I want? Fuck that. Scramble grenades? No, not really. Don't care about them. Well, I do care about them, but not too much. I think there should be some more loot around here. Isn't there? There should be more loot. First of all, there's medkit here, over here.
Stop acting like a freak.
Fuck you. Aha! Knew there was something here. Or maybe... Oh yeah, right there. Just getting worried for a second. Now let's go to Billy Adams and see what she has to say. Currently I don't think the order is that bad. Actually they're... Well, they're okay for the moment at least. She's in here, is she? Looks possible. Are you?
I need to return in time for the summit.
Just a show for the media.
I'm not so sure. Her Holiness sounded sincere when I spoke with her in Germany.
A co-dominion with the WTO? Not in my lifetime.
History moves in fits and starts. Obviously, you're too young to remember pre-collapse society. I watched 2 centuries of progress vanish during 2 minutes on the evening news.
Destruction, that's easy. But Her Holiness and Chairman Dumier think they can reunify the planet with a simple decree.
The faithless are easy to manipulate politically. And remember, the faithless are the majority. We should not forget de Tocqueville's insight. If a man does not submit to faith, he will desire a firm, tyrannical shape for society.
It's not too late to reform the church.
Perhaps. I will find out when I get to Trier.
Saman.
I don't believe we've met.
Lumen Saman from the German Shard. My pleasure. I was hoping one of Billy's former classmates would show up.
So, I already got a lead on this epidemic in Old Cairo. Courtesy of the Omar and the Medina, I've got some information about a possible cure.
Personally, I'm not going to waste my time saving the planet until we find out where Dr. Nassif is hiding.
High Augur Chen is a fine seeker. She has a strong heart. But a strong heart often runs contrary to a seeker's purpose.
Do you think Dr. Nassif is still in Cairo?
We have good reason to believe that Apostle Corps' headquarters are in Cairo. This is where she would go looking for help.
Okay.
Sometimes High Augur Chen has her head in the clouds.
You are your head in the clouds. I don't know what that means, but...
You disagree with the way High Augur Chen is doing things?
Amicably, to be sure. It's mostly a doctrinal dispute that stands between us.
What about Her Holiness? Doesn't she decide what the Church stands for?
Her Holiness and I amicably disagree also. My Shard in Germany has a profound respect for the founding doctrines of the Order. What we don't understand are these recent revisions and reversals that seem to excuse the resurgence through the WTO of blind commercial interests.
You sound pretty upset.
My Seekers and I are most loyal to the doctrines laid down by Her Holiness after the collapse. What we propose, very openly, is a greater purity of interpretation of these founding principles.
What brings the German Luminen to Cairo?
Let's just say that if this investigation of Apostle Corps does indeed uncover technologies for the modification and co-modification of human bodies, I don't entirely trust the current leadership to destroy them.
What are you going to do?
Report the truth to my seekers, to true seekers everywhere. What more would be necessary?
I don't know. Guns? Sword? Yeah! Swords! Every Order member should get a great sword.
You want to hear more? Good.
Yes.
Let me explain how the Order should rebuild post-collapse society.
I'm listening.
Her Holiness was correct in the beginning to describe the problem as one of human growth. Human growth was impeded in the old society. Almost all men carry out the purposes of other men rather than their own, making them feel impotent in action. Bertrand Russell.
So?
So, Russell understood that people are creatures of impulse. The role of political philosophy should be to control the destructive impulses with constructive, creative ones. For example, allow each citizen to direct his own growth.
I thought the Order was a spiritual movement.
A spiritual movement about reconstituting the self, improving the self, finding balance with the world. Her Holiness knows that no balance is possible if the old world returns. Global capital, teratogenic science, universal wage slavery.
I'm actually starting to like this Order Church more and more, actually.
Have you ever considered what is unique about post-collapse society? Trans-territoriality. Most political entities coexist on a global scale. The WTO has its enclaves, we have our settlements and churches.
You're not the first global church.
The point is that governmental units need not be territorial. The proof is all around us. After the collapse, communication grids came back up before industry. So what has evolved are many global associations incapable of seizing very much territory.
If the Order isn't territorial, why do you maintain an armed guard?
Military power will never vanish. What we hope, and Her Holiness once agreed with me, is that a global police force would end territorial wars and be just that. Police, like the Seekers in the Medina.
But whose police force?
Not important, so long as it knows how to keep order.
I see what you did there. I just saw what you did there, you damn bastard.
Seek the way, my
Okay, I'm going up here. That's my way. I didn't take anything. Oh, yeah. Now, I have to remember to use these ones because, well, they suck.
None of that.
None of what? That? Or that? Didn't seem to really care that I just took everything he owned. Well, almost everything. He can keep his binoculars. The archaeology. Another way into the archaeology. More money. I'm just fucking swimming in it. Now. What am I doing now?
You might as well do what the Order wants. You might turn up a lead. The Nasifs run the greenhouse. Chen means well, but sometimes her methods aren't the most effective.
Okay, Billy. That's my scrambling. It's like, I was like, oh, multi-tools. Where I'm going? Flight bay. That's in the archaeology, I think. Isn't it? Yeah. Should be. Medina Apartments. Quick aid. That's archaeology and that I don't want to do. The Academy, that's also in the archaeology. That's also in the archaeology. And that's also in the archaeology. So more or less.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area. The unlock weapons scan will automatically reactivate everything.
Well, thank you.